Hi guys, how are you today? Welcome back to my channel. I hope you are doing well. Today we have a fun one for you today. Today we're going to be testing out the Glamlite X Mikayla Part 2 collab, and we're going to see, is this worth it? Now if you don't know me, hi, I'm Anna. I like makeup and beauty and all that fun stuff. If you're new here, definitely subscribe to my channel. It helps me out so much, and give this video a thumbs up. I really appreciate it. Now let's just dive right in. I'll be honest with you guys, I never got into the Mikayla X Glamlite Part 1. Just didn't interest me. The color scheme, you know, it just didn't speak to me. But I will say this one, it did. And I'll tell you why. It's because of the green. I really like a good green, and when I saw it, I was kind of like, you know what? Maybe I could try this one. And also, I have never tried Glamlite before, so this is going to be a first. Completely, like, honest review, first impressions, kinda, because I haven't tried Glamlite, and I didn't try the Mikayla Part 1 palette. So we're going to find out if this was worth it. Now, I did buy most of the collection. I got the palette, which is the most important part. I got the highlight trio. I got one of the eyeshadows. I got one of the eyelashes, and I did not get any of the lipsticks because, quite frankly, I hated all the colors. They were nudes, and while I do like nudes, I like cool tone nudes, and they were all very warm toned nude lipsticks, which I don't particularly like, so I didn't get them. But we're gonna try out the rest of this and kind of see how it is. Is it worth the money? It was a little bit more on the pricey side, but I kind of get it because it is a collab. The makeup company wants to make money and the influencer wants to make money, so it's a little bit more pricey, but we're gonna see how it goes. This did take forever to get here, but that's okay. So let's just dive right in. I'm just gonna open up this palette here. I will say I do like the packaging. It's so cute. I love the gold and the green, and also these little, it's kind of fun. These little sparkly pieces in the middle. I kind of wish they were kind of glued so that it kind of looked a little bit more stagnant instead of just sitting all at the bottom. But it is kind of fun to play with. So let's open her up and kind of see. We do get a mirror, which I really like. And this is the palette. I'll be honest, the part that really caught my eye and was the only reason I bought this was this row of greens right here. I could care less about the blues, the purples. Some of the golds are kind of cute, but it's really the greens, because I'm a green person. I just love the color green. I think it's so pretty. I feel like you either hate the color green in makeup or you love it, and I personally love it. So we're gonna see if this palette is worth it, and we're gonna test the shades, the quality of the shades. I'm very curious to see. So this is the palette. I'll give you a nice little look here. Looks very pretty. I'm not going to swatch the whole thing because that's a big palette. We're going to swatch like one from each row to see how it goes. So the first one, so this first row, I really want to test this green. Oh, this green and this blue. This blue is really pretty. But we're going to test this green because, like I said, I'm a green person. Feels very soft, very buttery on the finger. That's a very pretty color. And ignore my watch, but we're going to swatch that right here. Oh wow. Very pigmented, very pretty, like butter. Very smooth. Very smooth. Okay, in the second row, I kind of really want to swatch this gold, Gold AF. Again, very buttery. These are both shimmer shades. Very pretty. And let's swatch. Very pretty. Very buttery, again, very pigmented. I love the shine. So far, so good. So now we're getting to the row that I think is the prettiest, and it's the green row, this middle row right here. Let's do this really sparkly dark green. Has some tints of blue in there. It's called the Market. Very dark, very green. I love that. Again, let's give her a go. Ooh. Oh my gosh, it's like, it's actually more of like a black with some green tint in it. That's very pretty. Very dark, but I kind of love it. That's, whew, that's a very majestic color. I really like that. Now on to the fourth row. We haven't swatched a matte yet, so let's do that. Let's swatch this like mid-tone purple called Mimu. It feels okay. It feels a bit more powdery, which is kind of normal for a matte shade. That's kind of what it looks like. Looks very pretty on the finger, but let's find out by swatching it. All right, and okay, pretty pigmented. A little bit more patchy than shimmer shades. Again, that's kind of normal. Very pretty though. That's a nice matte, a solid matte, so I'm not mad at that. Very pretty color also. And then the last row we have the blue shades, and let's do another matte because gotta give the mattes some love. I want to do this really light blue. That's a very pretty blue. No hash lines. That's kind of what it comes out on the finger. Again, very pigmented, very bright. And swatch. Okay, a little bit more patchy. Not quite as pigmented, but it looks like it's buildable because I am putting some more on it. So it does look like it's buildable. Again, it's a very light shade, a light blue, so that's, again, kind of normal. All right, so those are kind of the swatches I got from the palette. It looks very pretty. It looks pretty. It seems to be pigmented, some nice quality shadows. Again, I've never tried Glamlite, so if you have, you should tell me how you like Glamlite. Are they worth getting into? Should I buy some more Glamlite palettes? Let me know how you feel about Glamlite down below. So very pretty, and we're gonna come back and do an eye look in just a minute, but we're gonna swatch the highlighter palette next. All right, so I just wiped off my arm with a makeup remover. As you could tell, the dark one kind of stained a bit, but oh well, what you gonna do? So this is the Glamlite highlighter trio of Mikayla Part 2. I cannot tell you if she did highlight in the first one. Did she? She might have. I'm not entirely sure. It's a cute little packaging. It's got this little, like, it looks like a drawer, like you're pulling out a drawer, which is kind of cute. These are the shades. I will say these two I think would work perfectly for my skin tone. This one's probably a bit too dark, but this would work nicely if you have a darker skin tone. It's a nice gold. This one is kind of a... It looks like a very white highlight. This one has a bit more pink in the middle. The middle one, Blinding, has a bit more pink. This one's a bit more like pure white, and this one's gold. So let's just give her a swatch. This is Starstruck. Interesting feeling. I've never tried a Glamlite highlighter. This is Starstruck. It almost looks like there's a blue undertone. Right? Like there looks like a blue undertone. Let's swatch her. Yeah, there's a blue undertone, but look at that. Nice and sparkly. Nice and shiny, sparkly. I like the blue undertone. That's kind of interesting. Okay, now let's swatch Blinding, the more pinky. There is a bit of like maybe green in there. Maybe. Yeah, it does look like, doesn't there look, yeah, there's green in there. Okay, it's like a colored highlight palette. All right. Yep, you could definitely see the green in there, but it is, I don't mind it. It's kind of cute. It's kind of nice. Both are very shiny, very sparkly. Let's try the darker one. Again, I don't think it's going to work for my skin tone, but it looks very pretty. Are You Kidding Me? That's what it's called. So that's what it looks like. That's definitely a very pure gold. And let's swatch her. Yeah, that is a pure gold highlight. Again, a bit too dark for my skin tone, but beautiful for darker, more tan, deeper skin tones. So those are the highlights. Ooh, it's gonna be interesting. You know, I've worn like a bluish highlight. I've never really worn a green highlight. Should we wear the green highlight today? I feel like we should. I'm gonna test the lashes that I got after I do my eyeshadow, but just so you kind of see what they look like. If you can see here, it's a bit of a dark container. This is the High Fashion eyelashes. So they look very full, very fluttery, and we're gonna try them out after I do my eyes. So now let's get into using this. We're gonna start with the highlights since I have the rest of my face done outside of the highlight, and I think because I want to do a very green look, like I said, the greens are what pulled me in, so we're going to do a green eye look today. We're going to use the green highlight. We are. Now, I don't have a highlighter brush in front of me, so I'm just going to take this fluffy brush and dab it. And this is Blinding, the middle shade right here. And let's put a little bit. And there is a little mirror on here, by the way. Oh my gosh. That is, whew, I might have put too much on it. Okay, comes out very pigmented, so be very light with the brush. It's a very interesting color. Like I said, I've never really worn a green highlight before. I've worn like a bluish purple, but never really a green. It is very reflective though. I'm not sure how I feel about the color tone yet, but maybe once I have the green eyeshadow on, it'll really sell it. But if you're someone who likes colored highlights, this might be for you. Very pigmented. You just need the tiniest bit on your brush. Wow, I may have put a little too much on. Let's see if I can blend it out with my finger. But very reflective, very reflective. Let's put a little bit on the nose. You gotta highlight all the spots. Put a little bit on my nose, a little on the cupid's bow. Boop. And I'm gonna put a little on the inner corner because I love a good inner corner highlight. And it'll match because we're gonna do a green look. Yeah, that's definitely a green highlight. It's pretty though. I don't know how I feel about the green. I love green eyeshadows, but I don't know how I feel about a green highlight on my skin tone at least. I don't know, does it work? But it's very reflective. It definitely gives you a glow. Like, I'm shining from outer space here. Okay, now the part we've been waiting for. You can hear the the sparkles in it. Is we're gonna do a green look now. So I'm gonna kind of zoom you in really quick, and then we'll do the eyes. All right, so you are a lot closer to me now. Hello, how are you guys doing today? You doing well? Good. This highlight is just so blinding. Oh my gosh. All right, so now we get to do the eyes. Like I said multiple times already, we're gonna do greens. We're gonna go I feel like I look very dramatic. I got the black top on, I got the black earrings. I feel like a nice dark dramatic green will look so pretty right now. The question is, where do I start? There doesn't seem to really be any type of like transition shade, like a good little nude-ish color, so that's fine because sometimes I don't even use them. We're gonna go in probably with this like lighter green Bro right here. I did put a little bit of like concealer on my eyes to kind of help as like a little base, but not like an eye primer, just kind of concealer, which will help bring out the shadows. And I'm just taking a fluffy brush and the color Bro, this one right here, and let's just kind of blend that into our crease. I'm being very gentle because, like I said, there's no real transition color, so you got to be careful here. I don't want it to go a little too crazy. It seems to be coming out pretty nice though. All right, I'm going to blend that. We're just going to blend and buff. I'm not quite sure what kind of eye I'm going to go for, but I feel like it's going to be a very intense like eye look, you know? It might not be very like intricate in terms of like technique, but it's gonna pop. It's really gonna stand out. It's blending very nicely though. I gotta say that, blending very nice. I like it. I like this color. This is a nice like mid-tone, maybe slightly, not quite an olive green, but like very similar to an olive green, but maybe a bit more light. And again, blending. So far, I'm liking this. I mean, I've only tested one on the eye, but it's blending very nicely. All right, so I've blended that into both creases, that Bro color, very pretty. And now it's time to start darkening things up and getting a bit more intense. I'm gonna take a more pointed brush, and we're gonna take the color Cody James, this slightly darker, more emerald forest green, just on the brush. And now we're gonna go kind of on the outer corner here. I'm gonna do outer corner, inner corner, I think, for this color. I think, don't quote me on that. I might change my mind. But I am going to darken up this outer portion here. Want to make it nice and dark, really stand out. It's a very pretty color. Again, I love greens. I can't complain when I do a green eyeshadow look because I end up loving it anyway. I just think green looks so good on like everyone. I don't care if you don't think green looks good on you, it looks good on you. Green looks good on everyone, every skin tone. I think green looks great on. I haven't seen a single person I think who looks bad in green. It's just one of those universal colors. And look at just kind of deepening that up. You can instantly see that dramatic kind of sultry look come into the eyes. And I'm just being like very, very pointed with it. Like it's right in that one spot. And I just gently fluff it out just a little bit. Very circular motions. Bring it up just a little bit. Not quite into the crease, but a little bit. And I'm kind of going to bring it down just a little bit under the lash line. Just a little bit. Kind of like that. All right, I just took that color just on the outside. I decided not to put it on the inner corner. But now I'm kind of going to do a lighter sparkly green in the front and then blend into a darker sparkly green. If that makes sense. So we're going to start with, I think we're going to go Grateful right here. And then I think we're going to go to that dark market color. So we're going to go Grateful on just more of a flat brush. It's not quite a flat brush, it's more of a dense brush, but whatever. And I'm just gonna pack that on here. Usually with sparkly colors, I'll be honest, I like to use my finger. I think they come out better, but we're gonna test it with a brush first. And I'm just gonna gently start patting. With sparkly colors and shimmers, in order to get that real shine, you just wanna pat. Pat, 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 pat. And then gently start moving out. Okay, it's not coming out too bad with the brush. It's coming out pretty nicely, and I'm just gonna follow it, not quite over my crease, but really just follow the shape of my lid. It's very pretty. It's already very dark. This is gonna be a dark eye color, dark eye look. I know not everyone likes a dark eye, but sometimes it's just the mood I'm in. I wanna go for something very dark, very dramatic. A bit overboard, if you ask me, but that's okay. I am noticing that first transition shade, it is fading a little bit. We'll go back in and kind of fix that up after I'm done with the sparkles. So I'm going to put that on my lid to about the halfway mark. All right, and now I got the first kind of half done. And now I'm going to take that same exact brush and we're going to go into the Market. And this is that really insanely dark kind of just, I call it a mystical color because it just looks so magical, if you ask me. And we're gonna take it on that same brush, just dip it in there, and now we're gonna kind of blend the two together. I'm gonna go on the outside here and kind of wing it out just a little bit to the edge of my eye. I'm just gonna keep patting it on and kind of blending the two together until I'm at a point that I like it. And again, just a gorgeous color. I think these two colors blend very well together. These two sparkly shades, I think they blend very nicely. All right, I got that dark sparkly color on, beautiful. I'm gonna go back in with Bro on that fluffy brush here, and I'm just kind of gonna blend kind of the crease a little bit more, kind of fix that up just a little bit, being very light. I just want to fix the blend up here just a little bit, and I'm gonna do the same on the other eye, just touching it up. Okay. And then on this very pointed brush, I want to kind of fill in that front part of my, like, under eye. And I'm going to take this lighter green that we swatched before, Dreams. And I'm going to take that on this really flat brush and just gently kind of give it that nice pop of color under the eye. I really like how that looks. Ooh, that's pretty. That's cute. I love that. That's so pretty. Now, this collection did not come with any eyeliners or anything, but we're really going to make this a dramatic eye. I'm going to put in the waterline, I'm just going to put this black eyeliner from Beauty Bay. And I'm just going to put that in the waterline. I could not find a dark green. For some odd reason, I don't have a dark green eyeliner for some reason. So let's just kind of put that in the waterline. I will mention there is quite a bit of fallout on my face from the eyeshadows, which doesn't really bug me all that much. I kind of just brush it off with a clean brush. But just so you're aware, just so you know, I really like this eye look. Oh my gosh, so dramatic. I am going to go put these eyelashes on. These high fashion eyelashes from this collection. All right, the eyelashes are on, and oh my gosh, are these dramatic. I love it. I love it. I love this look. I kind of feel like a Disney villain, but like in the best way, if you know what I mean, if that makes sense. I love the eye look with the hair. I feel I'm living out my kind of grungy dreams here. Let me just finish up this look really quick. Like I said, I didn't like any of the lipstick colors it came with, so I'm going to use one of my favorites. I'm going to use the Pura Pura Ink Velvet 23, also known as Nutty Nude. It's like a nice, like, neutrally brown tone that I think would really look good with this look. And I'm going to take this St. Luxe Moscow lip pencil just to line my lips really quick. My lips are a little dry, so sorry about that, don't mind me. I did put some chapstick on before, but it doesn't seem to be doing anything. And if you've been on watching my channel for a little bit, you know I love the Pura Pura Ink Velvet velvet lips. Nothing beats them. They're like the best thing I've ever put on my lips. They're just so soft. It's like a cloud. It's like a cloud on your lips. What do we think? I kind of love it. I haven't done a very dramatic look in a while, so I feel really cute. I do. I like it. I do think it's a very pigmented eyeshadow palette. Let's talk about it. I've never tried Glamlite, but I gotta say I like the eyeshadows. I think the formula is pretty good. They come out pretty pigmented. I have a lot of palettes that have these colors in it. So personally, if I wasn't like reviewing it, I probably wouldn't have gotten it. Or if the greens look so good to me. I have like 80 green eyeshadow palettes. Did I need another one? No. So if you have these colors, I don't think it's necessary unless you're a big fan of Mikayla and you want to support her. I definitely understand that. I do like her myself. I do watch her. I do follow her. So, you know, I felt good about getting it, even though I do have other palettes like this. Also, I've never tried Glamlite, so I was kind of curious, which is why I got it. But again, if you have these colors and you're not like the biggest fan of Mikayla, and you like, I don't know, maybe you don't care that much, or maybe like you don't feel like you need it, but you're kind of like, do I would probably pass if you have these colors. If you don't have these colors, I would get it. It's a great palette. If you like Mikayla and you want to support her, I'd get this palette for sure. I did think it was a good palette. I'm not mad at it. I will be reusing it probably. I don't see why I wouldn't, because the colors are nice. I do like how these came out. Like, these eyes are very pretty, very dramatic. The lashes are nice too. I'm not mad at the lashes either. I think they're very nice. I wanted to add some more lashes to my collection, so when I saw that there were eyelashes in this, I was like, oh yeah, I'll get one. And then this highlight I think was very interesting, because there's a blue toned highlight, and then a green toned highlight, and then a gold. So I do think these two probably work best for lighter skin tones. Lighter to medium could probably pull it off as well. And then these two, I think the green is a bit on the darker than blue, but I think it still works on my skin tone. But the gold is definitely would be great for someone with a darker, deeper, tanner skin tone. I do like them. They're very reflective. If you want some colored highlight, definitely check it out. I don't think it was all too expensive. Like, it wasn't too bad. I think the price point was decent. Like, it wasn't insanely expensive, but it definitely wasn't like your drugstore type price. You know what I mean? But I do like the highlights. I will be reusing it. I'm a highlight girl. That's my review. I didn't get the lipsticks, so I'm sorry if you were interested in the lipsticks. They just were not my colors, so I wasn't about to buy them because I have a massive drawer of lipsticks already, and I just didn't like the colors. They just weren't for me. But if you do like the colors, I'd say give it a try. Give her a go if you like it. Anyway, this is my final look using the Mikayla X Glamlite Pot 2 collection. And I gotta say, I'm not mad. I do like it. I do think I look very pretty right now. I'm gonna go rock this dramatic look in my house the rest of the day because I'm not going anywhere. And I'm just gonna admire myself in the mirror for a little bit. Anyway, I'd love to hear from you. Did you get this palette collection? Did you skip this collection? Was it not for you? Let me know down below. And yeah. If you haven't already subscribed to my channel, it helps me out a lot so I can continue to make videos like this. If you like beauty, fashion, makeup, stuff like that, you're in the right place. So definitely subscribe. Give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it. Anyway, I hope you have a wonderful day.